remember the stories you heard as a child? Today, I'm going to tell you one of them again. But this time, in slow, simple English so you can understand every single word. Hi, I'm Ayla. We all grew up with stories, and today I want to share one with you again. But this time in slow, clear English, perfect for practicing your listening. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next story.
Today's story is called The Three Thieves. It's an old story told in many countries in many different ways. Sit back, relax, and just listen. If you don't understand every word, that's okay. Just enjoy the story. Long ago, in a small village near a dark forest, there lived three thieves. The first thief was tall and strong. The second thief was quick and clever. The third thief was quiet but very smart. Every night the three thieves waited by the forest road. When travelers passed by, the thieves jumped out and took their money, their food, and anything valuable. The people in the village were afraid. They never traveled through the forest at night. For many years the three thieves lived this way. They had gold. They had silver. But they had no real friends and no real happiness. One cold winter night the three thieves were waiting on the forest road as always. But something different happened that night. Something that would change their lives forever. Before we continue, what do you think happened that night? Pause for a second and imagine it in your mind. Then let's continue the story together. That night a small carriage came slowly down the forest road. Inside was not a rich traveler but a young girl, alone, wearing a thin old coat. She was an orphan traveling to live with her aunt in the next village. The three thieves stopped the carriage as always, but when they looked inside, they saw only a small bag of bread and a few simple coins. Everything the girl had in the world. The girl was not angry. She was not even afraid. She looked at the three thieves and said, "Please take what you need. But I have very little. This bread is for my journey, and these coins are for my aunt." The thieves stood silently. For the first time in many years they felt something strange inside them. Not greed but shame. Now think about this. If you were one of the three thieves, what would you do in this moment? Would you take her bread and coins? Or would you let her go? Think about it for a moment. And let's see what happened next. The tall thief looked at the girl's thin coat. Without a word he took off his own warm coat and gave it to her. The clever thief looked at her empty hands and gave her a small pouch of gold, more than enough for her journey. The quiet, smart thief simply guided the carriage safely through the dark forest, all the way to the edge of the next village. The girl thanked them, smiled, and continued her journey. The three thieves stood together on the road, watching her leave. That night something changed in all three of them. They realized that for years, they had taken so much from others, but they had never truly given anything. And giving even something small felt more valuable than all the gold they had ever stolen. From that night on, the three thieves changed their lives completely. They still walked the forest road every night, but now instead of taking from travelers they helped them. They guided lost travelers safely through the forest. They gave food to those who had none. They protected the very road they once used to frighten people. Years later the villagers no longer feared the forest road. Instead they called the three men the three guardians of the forest. And the young girl, now grown, would often say that the kindness of three strangers, on one cold winter night, changed not only her journey but their entire lives. And that is the story of the three thieves. A story about greed, kindness, and change. Now let's check your understanding with 3 simple questions. Question 1. What did the 3 thieves usually take from travelers on the forest road? Question 2. Who did the thieves meet one cold winter night alone in the forest? Question 3. What did the villagers call the 3 men after they changed their lives? Pause the video now and try to answer all 3 questions out loud in English, using full sentences. I hope you enjoyed today's story and practiced your listening at the same time. If you'd like to hear another classic story in slow, simple English, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. A new story is coming very soon. See you in the next one.